Have
You
you
try
noticed
to
how
eat
simple
well.
everyday tasks,
You
like
choose
getting up from
natural
a chair,
foods,
carrying
avoid
grocery
excess,
bags, or even
take
balancing
care
while
of your
putting on
body
your
the
shoes,
best you
seem
can.
harder than they used
And
to?
still,
You're not
your
alone.
legs remain
This is happening
tired.
to millions of Americans
Walking
over
takes
60.
more effort.
And it has a name,
Climbing
sarcopenia,
stairs
progressive
feels like a
loss
small
of muscle
battle.
mass. But here's
And
what
that
almost
strength
no one
that used
tells
to
you.
come easily
This kind of muscle loss
now
isn't just a
feels
normal
far
part
away.
of aging. It's
That's
dangerous.
frustrating.
According to Harvard
And it's
Medical
even
School,
harder when you're
losing
doing
muscle strength
everything
is directly
right.
linked to more
But
falls,
your body
fractures,
doesn't
type
respond.
2 diabetes,
The truth
and
is,
even loss of
many
independence.
times the
Worse,
problem
it starts
isn't what
much
you're
earlier
eating.
than most people
It's
think.
how you're combining the
By
foods
age
on
60,
your plate.
you may have already
Yes,
lost up to
there are
15%
food
of the
combinations
muscle
that,
mass you had at 30.
even with healthy
By 70,
ingredients,
that
can
number
block
can
the
hit
absorption of
30%.
nutrients
It's
vital
like
for
the
muscle
foundation
strength.
of your house is slowly
Combinations
sinking,
that
a little
interfere
more
with your
every day.
balance, your energy,
And here's the
and the
shocking
recovery
part.
of your leg
Even
muscles.
people who eat well
And
or
hardly
go on daily
anyone
walks
talks about it.
are often not
But
getting
today,
the right kind
you're
of
going
protein
to find out
maintain
what
or
these
rebuild
subtle
their
mistakes
muscles.
are.
Yes,
You'll
protein
understand
got
what
most of
science
us.
has already
Grew up hearing
confirmed.
that eggs
And
were
more
the best
importantly,
protein out there.
you'll learn
and
how
they
to
are great.
reorganize your
But after
plate
60,
so it works
your
for
body
you,
doesn't absorb
not
protein the way
against
it
you.
used to. Digestion slows down.
Before we go
the gut
on,
becomes
leave
less
a
efficient,
comment.
and muscles
Have
become
you ever
more
felt
demanding.
your legs getting
That's where
weaker
today's
even though
big
you
reveal
eat well?
comes in. There's a
I'd
protein
love to hear
source
your
that's
experience.
more effective
And
than
if you're
eggs,
not yet
according
subscribed to
research
the
from
After
McMaster
60
University
channel,
in Canada
do it now.
and Tufts University in
Here,
Boston,
we walk together
two leading institutions
with care,
in the field of healthy
with
aging.
respect, and
This
with
protein
simple
delivers more
solutions
essential
that
amino
truly
acids
make a difference.
faster and with less strain on your digestion.
After 60,
it's like if
the
an
body
egg is
changes,
a good car, this
and
new
one of the
protein
most
is an
noticeable
ambulance.
and
It gets there
painful
faster,
changes
works
happens
quicker,
in the legs.
and rescues your strength
That's
before
where
it
strength
disappears.
begins to fade
And the
first.
best part? It's affordable,
The thighs lose
accessible,
volume,
and you can start using
knees
it today.
hurt more,
In this video,
calves
you'll
don't respond
discover
like they used to.
why do we lose muscle so
and
quickly
climbing
after 60?
stairs,
What
which
most
once
seniors
was
get wrong when trying to build
automatic,
strength.
now takes
Best
focus
food combinations
and
to
courage.
keep your muscles strong and of
This
course.
loss has
What
a
is
name.
this protein that's even
It's
more
the
powerful
reduction
than
of
eggs,
muscle
and
mass,
how to use
something
it the right
natural
way,
with
Buff?
age.
Before
But
we
what
get
few
into all
people
that,
know
tell
is
me
that
something.
this weakness
Where
isn't
are you
only
watching
about
from?
aging.
And if you want to live
It's
longer,
either
with
accelerated
energy and
or
independence,
slowed
hit
by
subscribe
daily
now
choices.
to the Age with Strength
And one
channel.
of the most
Here,
important
you'll
ones
learn how
is
to
on
take
your
care of
plate,
body
because
in a
what
simple,
you eat
natural,
doesn't
and
act
effective
alone.
way, even after 60.
Inside your body,
All right,
foods
now
interact, combine,
find out what's holding your
help
body
each other,
back from rebuilding
or
muscle
get in the way.
and how to change that.
And when the
Why
combination
losing
is off,
muscle after 60
essential
is so
nutrients for
dangerous.
muscle
First things
recovery
first.
fail to be absorbed.
Let's be clear.
Iron,
this video
for
is for
instance,
informational
is key
and
to carrying
educational purposes
oxygen to
only.
your muscles.
It's not
Without
a
oxygen,
substitute for
there's
medical advice
no
or
energy.
prescribed treatments.
And without energy,
always consult
there's no
your doctor
strength.
or a trusted
Protein,
healthcare provider
another
before
vital
making any
nutrient,
changes to
can
your
only
diet or
regenerate
supplements.
muscle fibers
Now let's get
if
serious.
it's well digested
Losing muscle
and
after
synthesized.
60 isn't just
And
about
that process
appearance.
depends
It's not
on
about
balance,
getting ripped or buff.
on
We're
presence,
talking about survival,
on
quality
wisdom
of life,
in what
and
you put on your
independence.
plate.
It's called
And when.
sarcopenia, and it's
That's
just
why the
as
way you
dangerous
build your
as other
meals might
silent
be
chronic conditions,
unknowingly
like high blood pressure
preventing your
or
muscles from
osteoporosis.
growing stronger.
But it has one major
especially
downside.
your legs,
It creeps
which are
in
large,
slowly,
demanding,
without obvious symptoms,
and the first to
and by the
suffer
time you
when
notice
energy
it,
is lacking.
you're already struggling to climb stairs
In the next
without
chapters,
support.
we'll reveal two
According
common
to the
and
National
dangerous
Institute on Aging,
food combinations
losing muscle
that block
over
strength
time
without
affects
you
much
even
more
realizing
than just
it.
physical strength.
And we'll show you
It
how to
impacts
fix
your
them with
balance,
simple
increasing
changes,
your risk of
without
falls,
giving up
your
flavor,
immune system, since
and
muscle
without
tissue helps
guilt.
produce proteins that fight
Dangerous
infections,
combo.
and
Number
even your
1,
mental health.
milk
Because constantly
plus
feeling weak or
beans
fragile
or
can lead to
iron
anxiety,
plus calcium.
fear, and depression.
At first
you know
glance,
that older gentleman
it seems
who falls
like
at
a
home
healthy meal.
and ends up in the
A
hospital
plate of
with a hip
rice and
fracture.
beans,
Most
a
of
little
the time,
salad,
that's not
and a glass
just
of
bad
milk
luck.
or a slice
It
of
happens
cheese on the
because the
side.
muscles that were supposed to protect
Simple,
him were already
nutritious.
gone. And the
But
saddest
that's
part,
where the problem
many people
lies.
think this is just part
This
of getting
combination,
old, but it's not.
beans with milk or
Accelerated
dairy,
muscle loss
might
isn't
seem
inevitable.
harmless,
It's preventable,
but in
and in many
practice,
cases,
it
reversible.
prevents iron
A lot
from
of
being
people
properly
over 60
absorbed
think
by
they're
the
doing
body.
everything right
And iron
to
is
maintain their
essential
muscles.
for one
They
vital
eat breakfast,
component
lunch,
of your muscle
dinner,
strength:
avoid fried foods,
oxygen.
but still feel weak.
When you consume
And most of the
calcium
time,
and
it comes
iron
down
together,
to one mistake that
calcium
seems harmless,
acts as a
but
blocker.
throws everything off.
It disrupts
Eating
the
almost
absorption
all your
of
protein
non-heme
in just one
iron,
meal,
the type
usually
found
lunch,
in vegetables
the human
and
body,
legumes,
especially
like beans,
after 60.
lentils, and spinach.
Can't store protein
and according
the way
to
it stores
studies,
fat or carbs.
this interference
In
can
other
block
words,
up to
if you eat
60%
40 or
of the
50
iron.
grams of protein all
Now
at once,
imagine,
your body
you're
won't
doing your
use
best
it
to
all.
eat well,
It takes what it needs
adding
in the
beans
moment,
to your
and
plate,
the rest goes to
piling
waste.
on the spinach,
Plus,
thinking
as we
you're
age,
doing it right.
the body develops
But
something
then
called
you add
anabolic
milk,
resistance.
cheese, Yogurt,
It's like your muscles
and the
get
iron
more
simply
stubborn,
doesn't
and
get
they need
absorbed.
regular doses of
It
protein
stays
throughout the
blocked.
day to stay
And your
active and
muscles,
strong.
especially your
The
legs,
ideal approach,
are left
according
without
to
the fuel
researchers
they
at Tufts
need to
University,
produce energy.
is to spread
You
your
feel
protein
it
intake
in the
across your
fatigue
3
at the end
main
of the
meals,
day,
breakfast,
the struggle to
lunch,
climb a
and
step,
dinner, with at
that
least
heavy leg
25
feeling
to
you
30
can't
grams
explain.
at each dot.
But
That's
there's a
not the
simple
only
fix.
mistake.
Separate
Another common
iron-rich
issue is
foods from
underestimating
dairy
the
by at
power
least
of small
3 hours.
daily workouts.
And go further.
Many people think you can only
Pair
build
them
muscle at the
with
gym,
a source of vitamin
lifting heavy
C,
weights,
like
doing
lemon,
endless reps.
orange,
That's simply not true.
acerola, or strawberries.
Studies show that simple
This
exercises
boosts
using
iron
your own body
absorption
weight
and
done
amplifies
consistently
its effects.
are more than enough to
It's a
activate
small
muscles
adjustment,
and stimulate growth,
but one that
even
can
in
bring a
older
huge
adults.
difference in
So,
your energy.
if you really want to see results,
Now let's talk about
you need
another
to combine
common
two things:
and even
the
trickier
right amount of protein
combination.
at the right times daily
Meat
movement,
with alcohol.
even if it's light.
Picture
But
this.
consistent in the next
It's
few
the
minutes,
weekend.
you'll learn
Family
which proteins
dinner.
are good,
A
which
beautiful
ones aren't so
grilled
great,
steak,
and which
roasted
one works
veggies,
even better than
a
eggs
glass
in your
of
body.
wine to go with
And
it.
if you're enjoying the content
Sounds
so far,
harmonious,
go ahead and give
nutritious,
this video a
even
like.
elegant.
It helps YouTube
But there's
show
a
it to
hidden
more
detail,
people who also
and
want
it
to
could
age
be
with strength and
sabotaging
health,
your muscle
good versus
recovery.
bad proteins.
When you drink
What
alcohol
really works after
alongside
60,
a
now
protein-rich
that you know
meal,
both the amount
like meat
and
or
timing
eggs,
of protein matter,
something important
a
fails
lot
to
of
happen.
people think all they
Protein
need is some
synthesis.
meat, chicken, or eggs,
And that
and they're
process
good to go.
is what
But
regenerates.
the truth is quite different,
Your muscles,
especially after
rebuilds
60
the
diet.
fibers, and
As we
restores
age,
strength,
the body goes
especially
through
in the
changes
legs,
that directly
where it's
affect
lost
how
the
well we
fastest over
absorb
time.
and use the protein
Alcohol,
we eat.
even
It's
in
like your
small
body
amounts,
used to be a
directly
new sponge,
interferes
soaking
with that
everything
process.
up quickly.
A
And
study
now,
published
with
in the
time,
journal
it's become
PLOS
a more
ONE
worn
showed
sponge.
that
It
drinking
only absorbs
alcohol
well
with a
when the
meal
protein is top
reduces
quality.
protein absorption
In the right
by
amount,
up to
and at the right
37%.
time, let's break this
Nearly
down
half
into two
of the
simple
strength
groups.
your body could be gaining
Good proteins for
is
people
lost,
over 60.
and the effect
These
isn't
are
immediate,
proteins with
but
high
it's constant.
biological value,
Week after
rich
week,
in essential
that
amino
blocked
acids.
regeneration weakens
Especially
your foundation. Your legs stop recovering their vigor, and the effort you put into food, light exercise, and self-care doesn't turn into real strength. But you don't need to give up wine if you enjoy it. The key is timing. Leave at least a 3-hour gap between alcohol and any protein-rich meal. That's enough to protect your muscle synthesis and help your body get the most out of what you're eating. Simple as that. It's the kind of small decision that can lead to big changes. Sometimes the issue isn't with the foods themselves. It's how we pair them. Here are 3 more combinations that seem harmless, but can block essential nutrients for muscle strength. Black tea or coffee with plant-based iron. The tannins in these drinks inhibit the absorption of iron from legumes and leafy greens. How to avoid? Have your coffee or tea at least 1 hour after meals. Too much fiber with mineral supplements. Fiber is important, but it can bind to minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium, preventing their absorption. How to avoid? Take supplements. Away from meals that are very high in fiber. Citrus fruits with milk or dairy. This combo can reduce the availability of vitamin C and slow digestion. How to avoid? Eat citrus fruits separately from dairy products. Now that you know what to avoid, let's focus on what really helps restore leg strength. Avoiding poor combinations is a big step. But what truly rebuilds strength is making intentional choices. Here's a simple and effective strategy you can start using at your next meal. Pair iron with vitamin C, beans, plus spinach. Pulse lemon juice is a powerful trio. Vitamin C boosts iron absorption and brings more oxygen to your muscles. Keep dairy separate. Use milk, cheese, and yogurt for breakfast or snacks. Avoid combining them with main meals that include plant-based iron. If you drink alcohol, do it mindfully. Leave at least 3 hours between wine and meals with meat or eggs. Move after eating. A light walk after lunch or dinner aids digestion and helps your muscles make use of the protein. You don't have to change everything at once, but changing something today could rekindle the strength you thought was lost. Avoiding certain food pairings could be the difference between feeling lighter on your feet or continuing to deal with that constant sensation of weakness, imbalance, and fatigue. After 60, Every choice matters. And your body, now more than ever, needs space to absorb, transform, and recover. This isn't about cutting everything out or being afraid of your plate. It's about observing, adjusting, with care, giving your body what it can truly use. With these simple changes, separating iron from calcium, keeping alcohol away from protein, rethinking when to have your coffee or tea, you may feel more stable as you walk, more energized when you get up, and more independent throughout your day. Remember, this video is a guide for awareness, not a substitute for medical advice. If you have doubts or ongoing symptoms, always consult a trusted healthcare professional. Now tell me in the comments, which of these combinations will you start avoiding today? I want to hear your experience. And if this content helped you, like, share, and subscribe to the After 60 channel. Here, every step is designed to make you feel stronger, more confident, and more alive. See you in the next video.